Hey guys, welcome back to the Saints TV YouTube channel and welcome to 5 Things We Learned round 23. Thanks to Mornington Peninsula Brewery. Check out their website at mpbrew.com.au. Now, it's a beautiful Sunday, the sun is out, the birds are singing, and the Sainers, they're just getting the chocolates against the Cats. What a night that was last night. So good, it's been a long year, but to get a result like that was amazing. And to be honest, this was one of the harder 5 things we learned. I've tried to plan for, so I've tried to keep it really basic, but there's so much more that I want to say. But I'm hoping you guys can help me in the comments. So whatever you've learned from the game, put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your feedback. Number 1, we can score. We can score. This dour, boring Ross Lyon style, that's for people that don't watch us. The last 5 weeks, we have averaged 93.2 points per game. No, that's actually correct. That's not wrong. 93.2. That's 15 goals for 4 or 5 weeks. That's unbelievable. And that's one game, the outlier being Brisbane, where we scored 39 points. So you could imagine, even if we had to kick a couple more goals in that game and still lost, that average would have been upwards of 100. So that's amazing. That to me was a key focus at the bye. I've said it many times, but even if we didn't win, I wanted to see us be more aggressive and score. And we're scoring, but also we're winning. So we've won 4 of 5, and 4 of those 5, we've kicked over pretty much 90 points, which is amazing. And that new look forward line is functioning, and we're learning to kick goals a little bit easier and not having to work too hard for them, which, that just kind of justifies it in the player's mind. Yep, what I'm doing is right, let's keep doing that, and we keep doing that, and we keep getting the results. So it all fuels itself, and that's amazing to watch. Number 2, Garcia, if he isn't already, is going to be a fan favourite. 6 disposals, run-down tackle, laser left foot kick to Higgins with his first disposal, all in only 15% game time. He's come on and immediately had an impact. I can't wait to see him play a full game at AFL level. He's playing VFL today and his stats are looking very nice again. So hopefully next week against the Blues he can get a full game. But we've got someone here in Hugo Garcia. And to be fair, there's so many other youngsters. Darcy Wilson, Naz was good last night. Philippa will come back in. Sharman. There's so many to like in this lineup. But Garcia, off just a limited amount of time, he made a massive impact. And I haven't had that many DMs about a player in a long time. Just his rundown tackle. A bloke that's played 15%, I'm getting more DMs about him than most players that played the full game. That's the sort of impact Hugo's having, and I can't wait to see him develop more. Number 3, this year is more important than last year. It's not maybe, it's not a question. This year, to me, shows a lot more about the character of the club, of the direction, of the new game plan, of where we want to go than last year. Last year was fun. It was a flash in the pan. We made finals. It was exciting. This year, there's more substance to it for me. And I get more excited based on what's happened this year than last year. And even Hunter Clark backed that up. So if you haven't watched that interview, check it out. He thinks because we've beaten some good teams this season, even our style, kicking more goals, our youngsters coming on. And obviously, he didn't mention it, but in a lot of Saints fans' minds, the draft, it's a big deal for us. We potentially could have 2 top 10 draft picks. To add that to the youth we've already got and the development, I think, as a team we've shown, I think this year bodes very nicely. And to me, is the year of exploration. And next year, hopefully, is the year of destination, being the destination club. That would be nice. Number 4, Rowe has to be in the All-Australian 40. I think he should be in the team. But at the very least, he needs to be in the 40. And I'll tell you what. He's got some friends with him. Cal Wilkie, 28 disposals and 15 marks, if you don't mind. And Jack Sinclair just doing what Jack Sinclair does. Just getting the ball and hitting targets for fun. Those 3, 2 of them at least, I would be stunned if none of them were in the 40, but 2, even all 3 could be in the 40. Honestly, if they play another good game next week against the Blues, it's not going to do them any disservice. And Rowan Marshall, I still think is just hugely underrated as a ruckman. I know everyone gets obsessed about, but he's tap work and this and that. But everything else, the 99% of the game outside of tap work, he's dominant and the best player in that position by a mile. So I'd be stunned if he's not in the 40. Cal Wilkie and Sinks again, the senior boys. Jack Steele even just stood up. Huge games from them. But those 3 are the stars of our team right now. And number 5, This one's for the fans. It was a united front. Players, the fans, the coaches last night. I mean, it was a thank you to the fans game, and geez, wasn't that a nice thank you? It was a perfect final home game of the season. We were all together. The coaches nailed it. The players delivered it. And even the fans in the stands. Good on all of you that turned up. I don't know what the exact crowd number was, but it was so loud. And that's when we're at our best, is when the momentum is with us. The fans are noisy and the players are crashing packs and running like madmen. It's awesome to watch. But we're not done. We're not done. Carlton awaits in our final home and away game of season 2024 next week, Sunday, 3:20 p.m. Little call out, get to the game. It's their home game. Whatever happens for them against West Coast, they're gonna bring the numbers. It's gonna be as close to a sellout. So let's bring the Saints noise like we did last night against the Cats, and let's back the boys to deliver another massive performance like they did. So those are my 5 things. We can score. Garcia is going to be a fan favourite if he isn't already. This year is more important than last year. Rowe, Wilkie, Sinks, at least 2 of them have got to be All-Australian 40 and 1 or 2 even in the team, I think. And number 5, it was united front, the fans, the coaches, and the players all delivered last night on all cylinders. So those are my 5 things we learned, Sainers. Put yours in the comments. Thank you again for watching. The review is out. My interview with Hunter Clark in the rooms is out. That's an awesome watch. Check that out. He was really honest, and he's one of my favourite players, so it was just awesome to get to chat to him. And obviously the podcast and everything else during the week in the lead up to a massive final game of the season against the Blues. So take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And as always, go you mighty Sainers. See you guys.